Hello, my name is Jacob Pena. This is the second part to my Exam 1 video. This is prompt number 3 over climate change, right? Now, today I'll be discussing the two types of climate change. The first of them being natural change. Now, natural change is it's the natural change of the climate. You know, it's what's been happening. It's the heating and the cooling of the earth that's been happening for hundreds of thousands of years, you know? Now, the main drivers for this change are the sun, right? This is number one right here, is the sun, because the sun provides us with all of our heat, right? Now, the positioning between the sun and the earth, as you know, the earth is on a tilt. Now, as the earth goes around the sun, there's a word for it, I can't remember at the moment, but as it makes laps around the sun, that tilt changes, right? As the earth is spinning, it changes its axis, the tilt of its axis, and that creates what we know as our seasons: winter, spring, summer, fall, right? Now, not only does the tilt change, the position between the earth and the sun is going to change as well. That's just the way it is. Over millions of years, we're either going to get closer or we're going to go further. It's gonna vary. It's never going to stay the same. And with that change, the earth is going to heat up, and it's also going to cool down, depending on how far or close it is from the sun. Now, another natural reasoning for climate change is volcanic activity. Now, whenever volcanoes, erupt, they expel a ton of carbon dioxide, into the atmosphere. It's a ridiculous amount, and it lingers in the atmosphere for a long time, creating global warming. But it's natural global warming. It's not the same as fossil fuels. Now, where that carbon goes after it's expelled is it gets sucked into plants, into trees especially. Now, these forests that we have, a lot of people don't know this, but forests hold a lot of carbon. They keep a lot of carbon out of the atmosphere, and that's why whenever we cut down trees, the carbon dioxide is released back into the atmosphere. Now, the second change we're going to be talking about is anthropogenic change. Now, this is the change in the climate that we caused. Now, we had a spike in the 1950s during the Industrial Revolution. This is whenever we were starting up all these factories. We were making a whole bunch of stuff, and we were burning a whole lot of coal. Now, whenever we're burning that coal, which is technically a fossil fuel, we're releasing all the carbon and the chemicals into the atmosphere, right? Now, that caused a huge spike in the percent of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. Now, another reason is, like I mentioned first, was whenever we cut down trees to make wood for our houses, right, we're releasing carbon back into the atmosphere, because whenever all that carbon dioxide is trapped in those trees, because that's what they live off of, is carbon dioxide. They breathe carbon dioxide, and they keep it retained from getting into the atmosphere. Whenever we cut those down and we destroy all these forests, we're releasing carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere. All right. Now, my thoughts on global warming is that it is an issue. We do need to significantly, we need to really cut down on burning the fossil fuels, cutting down the forest. We need to let the forest come back so it can trap that carbon dioxide. That's the only way it's gonna get better. And that's all I have for today. Thank you very much.